are back this year in this Balakatan bigger than ever before, and I think that demonstrates to our Filipino allies how committed we are to this partnership.
And I can assure all those watching, this is just the beginning of what will continue to be an incredibly fruitful alliance. So together we'll encourage our other partners and allies in the region to step up their efforts and their cooperation to increase defense capabilities and strengthen deterrence. We have already set a robust agenda for the next few years. Our staff and both of us are going to remain actively engaged.
China is panicking. Thousands of US military vehicles and tons of high-tech equipment are pouring into the Philippines. But why now? What's driving this sudden and massive deployment? And what does it mean for the balance of power in the South China Sea? Strap in, because today we're diving into one of the most significant military shifts in Asia since World War II. In recent weeks, ports and airfields across the Philippines have seen a flurry of US military activity. From armored personnel carriers and tactical trucks to mobile radar systems and missile batteries, America is not just visiting, it's moving in. Reports confirm over 3,500 pieces of military equipment have landed, along with thousands of US personnel. This isn't a drill. It's part of Balikatan 2025, a massive joint military exercise between the US and the Philippines. But there's something different this time. The scale, the urgency, the message. Satellite images show Patriot missile systems and HIMARS launchers being strategically placed near contested areas. Why? Because tensions with China over the South China Sea are reaching a boiling point. This buildup isn't random. It's the result of years of strategic planning. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, signed back in 2014, is finally being activated in full force. Under EDCA, the US can pre-position weapons, build infrastructure, and rotate troops through 5 and now 9 Philippine military bases. These locations, perfectly positioned along China's southern flank and within striking range of the Taiwan Strait. The US is constructing runways, fuel depots, and drone facilities, quietly turning the Philippines into a frontline staging ground. And guess who's watching every move? Beijing. From the halls of Zhongnanhai to the screens of CCTV, the message is clear. China is alarmed. This deployment undermines Beijing's decades-long goal of controlling the South China Sea. It challenges the so-called 9-dash line and strengthens regional alliances against Chinese aggression. China's response: war games, missile tests, threats of retaliation. But here's the catch. Unlike before, the Philippines isn't backing down. In fact, President Marcos Jr. has doubled down, saying the Philippines will not be bullied.
I am aware that the emerging threat to our territory and our emphasis on addressing this threat requires adjustment in our strategy.
This is a major shift from the Duterte era, when Manila leaned heavily toward China. Now the script has flipped, and Beijing knows it. Let's rewind the clock. During World War II, the Philippines was a critical US stronghold in the Pacific. Clark Air Base and Subic Bay were among the largest overseas American military installations in the world. Now, history is repeating itself, but this time, the stakes are higher. With China's military modernization and aggressive behavior in the South China Sea, controlling the Philippines means controlling the choke points. Those narrow straits through which over $3 trillion in global trade flows every year. The US knows this. So does China, which is why this deployment isn't just about training, it's about positioning, preparation, deterrence. This isn't just an American operation. It's a bilateral show of strength. For the first time, Filipino and US forces are jointly operating high-tech systems, sharing real-time intel, conducting live fire drills, and rehearsing coordinated responses to possible Chinese aggression. This level of integration, unprecedented, and the gear arriving isn't just for show. Think, HIMARS rocket artillery, the same systems that turned the tide in Ukraine. F-35 flyovers and drone swarm simulations, Aegis-capable ships maneuvering through contested waters. All of it signals one thing. If China pushes the line, they'll face a response unlike anything seen in decades. What does this all mean moving forward? Are we on the edge of a larger conflict? Or is this a new Cold War, with muscle flexing on both sides? Here's what we know. The Philippines has become a pivotal chess piece. The US is committed to its defense. China is recalculating its strategy in real time. But the wild card, regional allies, Japan, Australia, and even India are watching, and some are joining exercises too. We are witnessing a full-blown pivot to the Indo-Pacific. A new balance of power is forming, and it's happening right now. As the stage is set for Balagatan 25, the most colossal manifestation to date of the US-Philippine Joint Martial Exercise, the arrival of Blount Island Command in mid-March signified more than logistical reinforcement. It marked the embedding of a seasoned artery in the circulatory system of multinational defense synergy. This command doesn't merely provide supplies. It infuses the theater with operational vitality. It ensures that lethal assets and mission-critical materiel remain at the fingertips of warfighters. 16 nations are converging for this grand military orchestration, with Australia reaffirming its presence and Japan stepping into the fold for the first time, underscoring the growing lattice of allied cooperation. In anticipation of the April 21st commencement, a meticulously selected cohort, 13 seasoned technicians and strategists, landed on Philippine soil to steer the dispersion of over 600 units of tactical apparatus and logistical sustenance. We're exhibiting our mastery of seaborne force projection and sustainment, pronounced Colonel Luke Watson, commanding officer of Blount Island Command, following an April 7th visit to the 3rd Marine Littoral Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. Together, they appraised equipment stockpiled at a joint theater logistics node west of Manila. A new balance of power is forming, and it's happening right now. What will China do next? Will the Philippines hold the line? And how far is the US willing to go? Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into this unfolding power struggle. Because what's happening in the Pacific today could shape the world tomorrow.
Welcome to TeamSam TV, your channel for the latest news updates. Here, we break down the biggest stories from around the globe, covering everything from breaking news to politics. Whether you want to stay informed or just catch up on what's happening, we've got you covered. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news. Join the TeamSam TV family, and let's explore the world together, one update at a time.